I'm Rose Lancaster, and I am directing Shakers by John Godber and James Thornton.
And I'm Kim Rowe, and I'm directing Bouncers by John Godber. What drew us to it was a conversation at the Noda Summer School, whereby we were looking at a play that would be something different for the players to do. And then we looked to see if there was a sister piece, and luckily there was, which was the Shakers part. And that would be really good, we thought, as a pairing. And as they came in the same book, even better.
They are beautiful plays, and I use the word beautiful broadly. They're wonderfully written, and they've got that unique mix of pure comedy and hard-hitting, poignant, emotional drama. That's also not something that you find in many plays.
And also, the Bouncer Shakers play was quite short, so it was originally taken up as a 20-minute play to Edinburgh, and extended until Shakers was added on to make it a full-length play. And that gave us plenty of time to teach an audience things that they'd forgotten about their own social lives, both good and bad, if I'm honest.
I think when Shakers came out, there was a whoop of joy from the female acting community that finally there was a play where not only could you take on multi-roles, you could play men, and that was something that we'd never really seen before. What we have tried to do with these two plays is not forget the social context in which they were written, but update it to a point where a modern audience can certainly relate. So we have kept a few of the 80s references.
Yeah, I mean, we've made the ability to see time periods as you go. So there's a little bit of the 80s, a little bit of the 90s, a little bit of the 2000s, and a little bit of now. I think by taking these plays and not giving it its original 80s background, we've made it an everyday, every time, anytime play. And as a result of it, I think it's a better show, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, it's more relevant for an audience today. So while our 4 bouncers and our 4 shakers show us a night in the life of a bouncer or a shaker, both plays are set during one night. One night on the town, and from their perspective. And I think, yes, we've said they portray something over 30 or 40 characters between them. We have these really quick shifts where the shakers become the girls getting ready for a night out, or the lads rocking up to the bar ready for a wild one. And that is why these two plays are so wonderful, because we get the laugh out loud comedy. We get the caricatures of the lads sitting at the bar.
And the bouncers on the way home, we have the bouncers playing 4 lads who are on the way home, and they visit the kebab shop. They get in the taxi, they've got the taxi drive home, and then they've got the bouncers who go in afterwards and go, oh my God, how messy is this club, and have to start tidying up. Lucky Eric, who is our oldest bouncer, is the person who has the experience and remembers the bad things that happen on a night, and he likes to educate, and there are scenes that Lucky Eric does that can shock,
should shock
because of the, what still goes on in today's life.
Casting this show was hard. We were very, very lucky to be inundated with talented actors and actresses. We deliberated for the best part of, I think, 3 weeks.
I think we deliberated for the best part of 2 years when we originally did the original walkthrough, and just praying that some of the original actors would stay around long enough after COVID to be back. We were lucky to get some, plus some absolutely cracking new ones.
But because these 8 actors, are on stage the entire time, they had to have chemistry, they had to work well together, and I couldn't be happier with my choices. As I said, I like to play, I wind them up, I let them go, and these girls have shown me time and time again that I give them some ideas and they play, and they bring it every time.
And similarly, the lads, that you couldn't ask for 4 lads who have worked so well from the first time I sat down with them, we went through the read-through, and then we first got up on stage, and the energy, the drive, the enthusiasm they put across, and the speed at which they do it sometimes is just plain awesome.
Book your tickets.
Please,
come and see this show.
Come and see it.
There are very few plays like Bouncers, fewer even than Shakers. We will have you laughing, barely laughing in your seats, and then feeling most uncomfortable about it. There are no shows like it. Come and see it. It's an experience.
It'll be a night out to remember, without a doubt.